Hello, this is a replay analysis for Radiospit. Uh, with Diamond 2, solo queuing doubles. This is just an unscripted analysis. You'll hear a lot of ums and ahs because of it. We're just going to take a look and see if we can find some areas for improvement. So we might not look at the whole replay. I've taken a look at it once, and there's certainly some things we'll talk about. So just watch till the end. We'll pop into free play and talk about some things that you need to work on in order to reach that Diamond 3 and Champion. All right, so let's get started. Let's take a look at some of these things. Oh yeah, but I should mention, some of the things are like technique based. We'll talk about in free play afterwards. So I'll be leaving some things until the end. But we'll talk about some of the decisions in particular during the replay. So let's get started. All right, Zach's going for kickoff. We're going for boost. All right. There's a bit of a heavy touch there. I think, like in this situation here, I mean, obviously, like when it's rolling along the wall, like the corner of the wall, I should say, like that, it's hard to make the touch you really want. Ideally, you want to do one of two things. You either want to like just take a small controlled touch, so you can get like a dribble or a flick or some pass or something to your teammate, or you want to take a big touch to like slam their backboard or something to put them in an awkward spot. Ultimately here we just end up sort of just hitting it to your opponent. You do get a 50-50 out of it, which works out nicely though. So that ended up okay. Alright, they're clearing it to the corner. Zach misses it. There's nothing you can do about that. Alright, I think we're probably a little bit too hesitant here. We can see Flaming Vulture coming in for it. I think like Flaming Vulture ultimately might be getting it first regardless, even if you boosted towards it. But I think like making a bit of fake challenge here would do a lot more good, because your Flaming Vulture would be forced to make more of a panic hit to try and get it around you. And so if you came in a little bit closer there, unfortunately we give Flaming Vulture a little bit too much room here, and he does what he wants with it. You do get a nice read on that though. I think here, let's go back. I mean, if you've practiced your wall clears, you'd be able to clear that off the bounce on your corner. But good job realizing that you're not going to go for it, and then coming round to the back post here. Good defense. I mean, one of these things that happens quite often in Diamond, and even after like low champ and stuff. I mean, I'm only champ myself, but it's this like when the ball comes around the corner, you hit it around the corner back to where both your opponents are waiting. So I think, obviously Zach could have done something a bit better there and not just pass it to your opponents. Oh, that was a dangerous touch by Zach there, but it looks like it's worked out for you guys. All right, let's get that next goal, next play, I should say. I think we're using a little bit too much boost on our kickoff there. I mean, you're at 0 right now. One of the benefits of using the flip in your kickoff, if you can do it right, is you can reach supersonic with your flip, but then still maintain like 10 to 20 boost if you've done it right, so that you can quickly grab a boost pad or a big full boost container. But right here, you're not prioritizing grabbing boost enough. So you didn't grab any little pads, or you didn't quickly go for a big pad. I think I would have gone for a big pad here, because your opponent's doing something on the wall. It means you've got at least several seconds to go grab yourself a boost pad so you can be ready. Right now, I think you're just a little bit too hesitant. Flaming Vulture gets it past Zach. We're still on, but you're very lucky to get that with basically 0 boost. Okay, we grab some boost now. I think this is obviously something we'll talk about later, but we're like a little bit too hesitant, and by that I mean you're like stopping, starting, driving very slowly because you're not sure what's going to happen with the ball. I think ultimately, what you've got to do is you've got to just keep driving faster, keep yourself at supersonic wherever you can, meaning that if you don't make it to the ball, at least you're going fast enough to be able to turn back and go back into defense quicker. Right now, we're not really going fast enough to either get into the offense quick enough or into defense quick enough. And ultimately, you'll use less boost if you drive fast most of the time, because you'll use less boost to speed up again because you're already going fast. I think that's a big one. Driving faster more of the time. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that was good, because assuming you saw Zach there, hitting it to that side of the field where Zach might be able to pick it up was good. He doesn't ultimately do anything with it though. Oh, or does he? No, there we go. Okay. All right, nice idea there. Flaming Vulture gets to it though. Yeah, that was a good. I think you realised that Zach was still up, and you needed to make a touch on this. So well done there. All right. Oh. Okay. Okay, things are getting a bit chaotic here. Okay. I think maybe switching off ball cam just for a second to see where everything is, like rather because if you're just looking at the ball up in the air, you have no idea what any of the other cars are doing, and so you might have been able to save that if you realised that the other team was going up for that. But who knows? Ooh. Okay, this is one of these situations where like Zach is probably, I don't know where Zach is. Let's see where he's up to. He should. Okay, I would have hoped he was going to get boost or something. I would have expected him to be getting boost at this point. But let's go back to you here. You end up spending like a lot of boost doing basically nothing, because you're not pushing the ball forward or anywhere in particular. You know what? I won't crucify you for that one. Alright, Zach, he gets it past him. Nice job, Zach. Alright, let's move on. Again, we use like most of our boost for the kickoff. You should be just beelining for some boost, like the side boost right now, just so you can be part of the next play. Right now we're being a bit too hesitant, pick up a pad or so, but ultimately we're playing around with too little boost. Alright, nice patience there. Alright. Yeah, I think you've got to definitely you've got to keep both of your opponents in mind. Everyone does this where they don't realize the other opponent's coming in, and you overcommit to a dive. But I think like you definitely get better at that the more experience you have. Noticing when you're being beat to a ball, so you can turn around really quickly. And I want to see more power slide happening. Quicker turnarounds to get back to defense. Because right now we're sort of just leisurely turning. I want to see a bit of power side turn coming. Right. We're still working with such little boost. I think in this situation, let's go back to the kickoff. Here, like you're kind of cheating up, but not really. You're just staying in net. Ultimately, one of the problems with that is whatever happens, you're not going to be in a great position to be able to make the best play on it. So obviously, like going for a proper cheat up or going for boost is always a gamble about which one's better. You don't know what's going to happen necessarily, but I think both of those are better than just staying in net. I know it's hard to trust your random teammates sometimes, like because you think it's going to probably just go directly towards the goal sometimes. That shouldn't happen too much in Diamond, so I recommend either going for boost or cheating up. As long as you've got a good power slide turn, if you cheat up and it doesn't go very well, you should be able to get back and grab some corner boost before the opponents can make too good of a play on it. Alright. Alright. Zach makes a clutch save. Should be picking up some pads. Oh yeah. Good. Nice catch there. I like the idea. The opponent didn't fall for the pop, but it was a good idea. Ooh. Alright. Too bad the boost wasn't there. Alright, we'll grab this one. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, basically, this is a problem that let's talk. Oh goodness, let's take a look at Coolid. I don't want to pronounce that. He wasn't defending the goal. He was only defending that corner. And you don't anything that went behind him, he was going to be unable to save. And so you don't typically want to be camping there. If that's something to think about. Nice goal. All right, next one. All right. Oh, I mean, in that situation there, I think maybe you're trying to get both boost and ball, but you ended up with neither, and that's a shame. I think if you'd either gotten just the ball or just the boost, things might have been fine. It's hard to say, but I think you mainly wanted the ball there rather than the what happened there. Oh, and then unfortunate. Let's never speak of this. Oh, there's a bit of a visual glitch there. All right, Zach's trying to make a play. I think, like again, you're waiting too long to be grabbing boost and trying to make a play, because as Zach's rotating back there, you should be pushing in. You know, making some sort of challenge. Where it's a fake challenge, you don't necessarily be diving in. But you've just got to put pressure on the opponents, because right now, you're both on your side. They've got infinite time to do whatever they want with it. So someone should be pushing, fake challenging or actually challenging at all times. But they don't do much with it in the end anyway. Right, good idea to try and pass it middle. I like it. Almost a goal. Right. Oh, good pass. Yeah, I mean that's at almost every level. That's going to be always better than just trying to roll it up the wall, or even just bouncing it against the back wall, trying to get that infield pass. Particularly since both opponents are facing towards the ball there. So if you can get it out to the middle infield, it's like guaranteed goal. To reverse. There you go. Exactly. All right. Maybe we'll watch the whole thing. Maybe we won't. Oh, speak of the devil from before. Unfortunately, Zach can't be trusted on kickoffs, I guess. It's a shame. Let's see what happens. We'll go for another little bit. Oh, almost a goal. Nice. See, nice one there. Like noticing that. Who was it? Flaming Vulture was going to be able to hit for, so you turning around to try and meet it. That was good patience. Yeah, let's watch one more goal. I think one more. Oh, that was good. Putting pressure on. Are you using the fast aerial there? If you haven't learnt the fast aerial, definitely do so. I don't know if I've seen you do it this game. Oh, yes, I remember this one. This is where Kula just dangles you both. Let's talk about why that happened, irrespective of Zach. See, Zach made a challenge. Ultimately, you want one person to make the challenge and then the other person to pick up the pieces. It doesn't matter if the first person misses the challenge, but obviously you're not in comms, right? And so it's much easier if you're in comms. You can say, "Oh, you challenge and I'll pick it up," before your opponent can gain control of the ball. I mean, it was just a shame that your opponent, whatever his name is, he expended very little effort in getting it past Zach. He didn't have to flip or anything, so he was able to regain control of the ball very quickly. Now the problem is your positioning here, the direction that you're facing. Ultimately, defending a dribble, you want to be shadow defending rather than pointing towards the opponent, because if you're pointing towards them, almost anything they do is going to be a problem for you, essentially. So it's a shame. I mean, obviously at this stage here, once you've realised Zach's not made it, you're in a very tough position because your opponent has a lot of options here. And ultimately, he gets it. All right. That'll do. So hopefully we talked about a few of the decisions there. But there's a few technique-based things we should talk about that's going to really help your game. So let's go into free play. Pardon me. So, one thing you'll notice when you start playing against like better players, and this must have happened like when you were silver, when you had to play against gold players, or when you were gold and you had to play against platinum players, and so on. You'll notice that they're just so much faster than you because, and it feels like, that they just beat you to every ball and they're everywhere in the field. Because people who are better play faster. They react faster to what's happening. They predict where their ball's going to go faster. And so, in order to break those barriers, you need to learn to play faster. And in some respects, that means like literally just driving faster around the pitch. And because I didn't see many times during that game where you were supersonic. And so you should be going around supersonic. Maybe you just go into a casual game and just practice just being supersonic all the time, or as much as you realistically can be. Because you'll find you actually use less boost if you are going supersonic the whole time, because if you're going slowly and suddenly the ball goes over you, you have to suddenly use a monumental amount of boost to speed up again. And how do you get supersonic quickly? Well, definitely practice using a diagonal flip while boosting. That wasn't a good example, but you can get supersonic very quickly just with a bit of boost while diagonally flipping, and you don't use a lot of boost to get supersonic. But you should be traversing this field supersonic at all times, because if you're going supersonic, or at least fast, right, and you're on offense, but then the opponents get a clear, you want to be able to turn back and be able to react to that defensively much quicker. Whereas if you're driving up like this, and then they get it over you again, we've already mentioned this, but it takes a lot of boost and you're just not going to be able to get back in time. So the faster you can drive around just in general, the better. I mean, obviously at first, if you're driving too fast all the time, you're going to be very inaccurate with your shots and all the hits you're going to make. And that's just practice, right? You're just going to go into free play, just practice going fast all the time. Oh, goodness me. To get better just playing faster. Because right now you're a little bit too hesitant and just moving too slowly around the pitch. It's all about confidence, right? It's all about confidence. And eventually you'll be getting to balls faster than your opponents, and that's the key, right? So when I play, I'm almost champ 2. I think I made champ 2 like once, but I'm almost champ 2. But I've played against some champ 3s, for example, and it just seems like they were wizards. They were just beating me to every ball because they were just playing so fast, and they were predicting things so fast, and that's the key. What else? What else is there? The fast aerial, I'm not sure if you're using that. If you're not, make sure you learn it. So that's let's take a look. Just getting up to balls quicker, because I noticed a couple of aerials you got beaten, and the fast aerial would have helped you there. So that's double jumping while boosting in the air. Oh goodness me. What else is there? I think that's the main things. It's really just the speed of play that's your weakness. You're driving too slowly around. Just play 50 games in casual, just focusing on being as fast as possible all the time, and eventually your consistency will improve at that speed. And you'll be back at the consistency you are at the slower speed, but you'll be faster, and that's going to make all the difference. Promise. All right. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.